Welcome back to part 2 of What If Daku was the king of the, or lord, or I forgot. So, basically, in the part where we left off, they became like friends, like best friends, and this thing, where from that point on, because so she kind of felt bad for like the other humans that were cursed by the. So what does? So yeah. So then after he arrived, or actually because he got kicked out of the home, he just hangs around. So then he just walks around. It's still raining. As everyone's like, Kid, get out of there! Or get inside, quick! And Zuko's like, there's no leviathans out here. As he's like, as everyone's like, you stupid, are you stupid, kid? Literally, leviathan's about to arrive, and you were like, oh, so then Zuko is like, no. As he still keeps walking. As they're like, I think that boy's gonna get killed. Then a real Leviathan comes in. But instead of like, he's destroying buildings after buildings. But then he just ignores Zuko, like, So he walks, as he still keeps walking around. So yeah, Zuko, as everyone's like confused of, wait, what? How is he getting ignored by, yeah. And yeah, so then so now it's time for All Might versus All for One. All for One was in his prime because of how long it's been and since they actually fist fight, and because the whole like since after the Leviathans keep showing so they didn't actually fight, so that's why All Might in his prime didn't have that wound on his side, so he's still in his prime, so he doesn't have that. So but now it's finally time for them to battle each other's at last. And yeah, so then All Might and All for One like pounding down on each other's. And of course, All Might was down, but not out. As Zuko's could see this as he knows that, or of course, All for One says it's time for you to, as it's starting to rain again. As they're like, oh man, our fight's gonna be, but I'll kill you. But before he does that, All for One gets like hits in the face by a kneecap of Zuko Midoriya. Bam! Or actually gets punched. Kid. And Zuko says, Kid, you really made me angry. First, I'm already angry because of stupid Leviathan is gonna interrupt our little fight. Oh, you think of a big old Leviathan is gonna... But let me demonstrate. You actually are fighting a Leviathan. Me. As they see his transformation into... He has... Let me do a description of what Zuko would look like. His jaws, or no, his mouth becomes like what this thing's his mouth. Oh, his eyes glowed. He looks like a mix between that and human and everything. So he was as his monstrous body, as he says, time for you to die. As he pounds All for One and grabs him. You think that you're scared of a little rain, huh? Or water? Well, bam! As Zuko just straight up pounding All for One with enough force. There's like, and he uses his tendrils and like slaps them around like a little fish out of water. Yeah. So then Zuko just straight up whack. Yeah. So then he looks at All for One and or like he was beaten down as he tells his, or because every Leviathan, like there's princess and there's prince, they have their own separate powers that Zuko, the Crystal Leviathan, I don't know how to say her name properly, and Zuko are both, like, they can cast curse or removes it, no matter how powerful it is. So when Zuko used his own curse of endless pain version, and yeah. So then a couple of days after that, Zumi goes, because she knows where Zuko is. So Zumi walks over to the shoreline where Zuko and Crystal Leviathan was at, or is at. They did had Ling. So then, Zumi went over. See that you got your name, or him rather name. Mom wants you back in the family thing. Okay? So then he tell her, And as let's properly introduce. This is Crystal Leviathan. She's the princess of the Leviathan. It's an honor to meet you, as Zumi says in polite tone. and she's and she's been treated as a queen, princess, so royal that even like, you must be Zumi. Zuko, who was telling me all about you too. How you have a quirk and you don't have a similar thing what your brother has. Yeah, my brother has powers that power, so yeah. And so she ends up telling her and she did tell her that she's dating her brother, and so Zumi says the stories go like you were like came and visit the human back then, but something happened, or like you got shot in the shoulder by some archer that got executed, and you cursed the entire humanity or human race thing. And yeah, but that was I know that thing. But since after meeting your brother, or Zuko over here, he'll remove the curse. Because reason why I went and visit is so that and she like tells Zumi the whole reason why she wanted to like visit humans in the first place is to see who would like love her and care about her instead of so, but I believe I found it. Your brother, as she points to Zuko, and Zumi's like, and so reason why you went back then was because you were trying to find some love? Is that what you were trying to do? Yeah. You found love in my own brother? Yeah. And she's like, yeah. So then they probably introduced her to the parents of course, Inko and Sashi. And when Inko and Sashi heard that the son or was like surprised that their son was a prince of the leviathans, first of all, because of powers, or he was born that way. And then when they found the princess of the leviathan that caused the curse, or found out that, as Sashi and Inko were like super like shocked. Shock. Yeah. When, so Zuko basically, so they set up a wedding thing, and they got married, and had, because after the whole like after she removes the curse, and so she got married to Zuko Midoriya. And she gave birth to 3 girls and 1 boy. That's 4. So they all had, so there's Crystal Shard, Stomper, or Stom, Leviathan, and with the young toddler is Zumbo, or no, not Zumbo. That's her brother's name. So it's Zim, or Zim, Zim Leviathan. They all have inherit like the combined name of Leviathan as the last name, and Midoriya. So yeah. And then their crazy son. He's not really crazy. It's just his full name is Crazy Zor. Zoom? Crazy Zoom or Zol. The one that I said earlier. Yeah. So they live underwater. They only appear when, and plus Leviathans that are like, is their royal servants thing, sometimes protects them from any harm. Like one day, one of the bullies that were bullying her ended up being consumed by it. Yeah. And no, it wasn't. It was some random other family, not like Class 1A or Class 1B. Yeah, one. No. It's, yeah. So Zuko, who's just relaxing with his wife, and plus they don't age because they both had that same powers things, so they're stayed so young. They're the youngest couple in the world. So So then yeah. So then their son and daughters were married and had kids. Yeah. Let's say a portal opens up, or some random portal opens up, and guess who's back? The Grell, or the female, I forgot it. It's one of the girls. The one that I made. I think female Gravitax. Extroversion. Trying to remember, but just give me a minute. Oh, here it is. So, her and her brother came to that world. Yeah, because they were trying their hardest to get back home, because they were both pro heroes in their time. So they're like, yeah. So they go back home, and yeah. So it was like off-screen thing. So then, with everything going on, sorry. Sorry about that. My nose is... has the congestion thing or whatever, but I'm still recovering from it. So, hey? So, peace out, y'all. Peace.